He who finds a wife finds a good thing and obtains favor from the Lord. It's not a write-up or a biblical concept for lazy men. It is not a quote for contract staffs. As a man, before you get involved with any girl, be it for relationship or for marriage, you should be fixed on something. Beautiful enough, some of these ladies don't mind. They want to grow with you. They just love you just the way you are. They don't even need much from you, just the love, care, attention, not so much. You know what you do? You still blame that same lady that is willing to love you unapologetically, that she's the reason you're not moving forward. Before you met this lady, how fixed were you? What were you doing that was tangible? What were you doing that was solid? Of course, we understand that there are some ladies you actually get involved with and then things don't work out the way it used to. But in the case where you carefully signed a contract to work somewhere for 6 months, for 1 year, for 2 years, and then along the line you met a lady and you both start this love thing, and then in due time, wherever you sign your contract, you are being laid off. You already know that where you're working, you won't last. You're more or less like a contract staff, or it's just some project that is for the meantime, and this lady knows nothing about it. Just for you to be laid off, and then you're blaming the lady that you're not moving forward. Forward to where, please? Where do you want to move forward to? You should have fixed yourself well enough before getting into a relationship. And of course, even if you're not fixed, like I said, there are ladies that will just love you the way you are. Why blame this innocent lady that she's the reason you're not moving forward? How is that her business? How is she the one? Of course, we do understand that these things happen, but have you checked yourself well enough to be sure that it is the lady you're relating with that is causing your stagnation? Some men are not even pushy. You're not hardworking enough. You're not determined. You're not even moving forward, and then you're blaming your stagnation, your limitation, your frustration on an innocent girl that is just there to love you. Are you aware that it is both ways? There are a lot of women that are doing so well, or that were doing so well, but as soon as they got into a relationship or friendship with some man, their life went back to zero. But they do not blame any man for that, because they don't have any scriptural backup or maybe any write-up to back that up. We just understand that life happens. How come the men always think that it is the woman they're involved with at a particular time that is the reason for their stagnation, for their limitation, for their frustration, for their lack of growth? What is your foundation? What is your financial foundation? Who are your friends? How many persons can you possibly just call as a friend and then they turn your story around? You don't have any contacts that can lift you. You're not working, and you're blaming an innocent lady that is just there to love, respect, and just have you talk to her and she talks to you. That's just her offense for knowing you. How good were you doing before you met this lady you're complaining about? How well were you doing? How good, how better were you in whatever you were doing that you feel it is this lady you're dating at a particular time or at the moment that is causing your downfall? Like I said, it is both ways. There are ladies that are doing well, and as soon as they meet some person, a man that is not in line or in tune with them, I don't see it as spiritual per se. I don't. But I feel like this thing happens if the two persons do not understand their vision and purpose. If you're tired of a relationship, walk away respectfully. Do not want to push blames. Do not want to push blames. I don't see this thing as spiritual as people make it look. I only see it like two different people coming together to be one, and as such maybe they can't run the rest together. They don't see the same vision, that their purpose is different. Doesn't mean that it is a spiritual thing. Do you understand? That's why you see a lot of people these days, maybe content creators, you see that a wife is doing content, the husband joins, the husband is doing content, the wife joins, because it's easier for both parties to just be in line and in tune. I think I now understand why a man will say that God called him into ministry, and all of a sudden the wife is also in ministry, because they want to be in tune with what's, they want to align, they want to just be together in this destiny pursuit, so that it will be easier. If you're running a different race and the other party is running a different race, it's not for you to feel like you met someone that made your destiny forward. You can part ways in peace. You can part ways with understanding, not making it look like it's a spiritual attack or the girl involved is possessed. Don't forget that actually people that do better when they're alone. Yes, there are people that do well enough when they're alone, that they can think, they can plan, they can just talk to themselves and know what to do next. There are people like that. They don't need any relationship to move. They just want to be alone and think well and know what they should do next. They don't want to get into any relationship, because when they're alone, they think better. So if you're one of such persons that think better, progresses better, it's not for you to feel like the relationship you had was a problem. No, it is your personality. You do better when you are alone. It's for you to work on yourself and see how you can also still do better even when you're with somebody. It is your personality. There's nothing wrong with you. You're just okay by yourself. That's fine. So don't attribute you're not moving forward or you're not progressing to a relationship or to the girl. It has nothing to do with her. You do better alone, and that's fine. It's for you to work on yourself and see how you can do better even as you're in a relationship or as you're married. Please, let's stop quoting that particular scripture when we want to walk away in a relationship or when we want to find fault in someone. It makes no sense. Walk away. Don't attribute it to anything. The same girl you're saying that she's the reason you're not progressing possibly left someone that was doing better. Maybe they were not compatible, but left someone that was doing better. And I bet you that girl you're complaining is the reason why you're not moving forward. You'll still meet another person after you, and the other person will do better. So check yourself. Check yourself. Do not always want to find fault in everything. Don't always want to push blames. Check yourself. Try and see how you can do better, how you can still have your focus intact even in a relationship. There is no lady, there is no girl, there is no woman that would not want to be a good thing for her husband. There is no woman. So if you're not progressing, that means your foundation, your wealth foundation, your work foundation, your growth mindset needs to be checked. You can't be relaxed and feel like things will fall in pleasant places for you. No, get up, do something, and you will see that that lady you feel is the bad luck is not your problem. Your problem is that you're not moving forward. Your problem is that you're not thinking, you're not smart, you're not working. The problem is that you're not looking at how to make it in life. You're not seeing poverty as one thing that is disturbing you. You just feel it is normal. What will be, will be. No. Stand up, do something, push. And that girl, that woman, that wife you're saying that she's the bad luck, you'll be surprised that she's not a bad luck. Get your foundation fixed. He who finds a wife indeed finds a good thing and obtains favor from God. But are you also someone that they can find? Are you also a favor from God? Or you are a stress pattern? Or you are push and start, or you're someone the lady has to talk and talk and talk before you know one thing to do that is right. It will surprise you that that same lady you're complaining about will do better with another person. Check yourself. Check within.